Hey guys, it's the interview queen Alicia Atu here, and I would like to welcome you to a wrestling review by Alyx in Alyx's World. This is a safe space for wrestling fans to be just that, wrestling fans. So at this point in time, I have a favor to ask all of you. Be sure to hit that notification bell so anytime Alyx posts a brand new podcast, you'll get the alert and be able to check out the awesome content. And while we're at it, Alyx is trying to expand his brand. He has a pro wrestling tees store now, so also check that out and support him that way. Thank you so much for hanging with me, guys. This has been the interview queen. Now enjoy the videos.
Initiating login sequence. Welcome to Alyx's World.
Welcome to Alyx's World, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I am your host, Alyx, just Alyx. This is my Alyx's World Q&A Corner. I'm so used to saying Deluxe Man Q&A Corner, so I'm happy I caught it this time. But yeah, we're at number 95, I believe. So for the longest time, probably since the beginning of the first Q&A corner, I said number 100 would be a wrestler interview. Some kind of an interview with a wrestler where I allow the fans to ask them questions. So far, I haven't nailed down who I want it to be, but let's just say I have options. And when we get to number 100, I will keep my word. That will be a wrestling interview. An interview for a wrestler. Where you guys get to ask them questions. I have my own set of questions I would like to ask them, but that will be for you. So what I will do, I will do a poll. Let's do a poll. Not here on YouTube, but on my Twitter or Facebook page, social media, wherever you follow me. And I'll ask you guys, who do you want for that 100th episode to go to? Now, it can be anybody. It can be in WWE. It can be someone in the Indies. It could be someone in AEW. Understand, whoever it is, I will bust my ass to make happen. I will bust my ass to make happen. And trust me, I'm not a stranger. If you guys have been watching my channel, you'll know that I've gotten certain wrestlers and personalities on here already. From indie wrestlers like Ryan Radix to pretty good, well-known performers like Alicia Atu, and of course the lovely, unstoppable Thunder Rosa. I can get other personalities. Maybe you want Mick Foley. Maybe you want Booker T. Maybe you want, I don't know, Vince McMahon. Okay, let's keep it realistic. I'm not going to get Vince McMahon. Sorry. I'm not. You already know it's going to be hard for me to get Vince McMahon. But Stone Cold Steve Austin is following me on Twitter. I'm just saying. Stone Cold Steve Austin isn't necessarily out of the realm of possibility. I got connections, people. I got connections. So who do you want it to be? Just curious, like in the live chat, in the comments, just let me know. But I'll do a poll. I'll do some research. I'll get it together. We should go ahead and get that started now. Who will be the wrestler I interview on episode 100? It could be anybody. We might have to start small. That's okay. It could be Melina. I know some people who know Melina. Thunder Rosa knows Melina. It could be Damian Sandow. It could be Kenny Omega. It could be Cody Rhodes. The possibilities are endless. So I'm curious to know who would you like to see me interview on episode 100. Now, today's Q&A, we got a lot to talk about. We got some topics to get to first. And then we got the questions, which I will proceed to answer. I'll answer as many of them as I can. And the ones I don't get to, we'll get to them next time. And that's how it is. If you want to ask me a question, if you would like to ask me a question, there are plenty of ways to do it. The most noteworthy ways are, of course, my social media, Facebook, Twitter, and just alexsworld@gmail.com. The most convenient for me is my email. Now, I will post on my Facebook places you can ask the questions, but if you want to be guaranteed an answer, email me. Email me every single time. So we're going to start things off with Facebook, then go to a Twitter, and then end with the Gmail. If this is the first time you're watching me and you like what I have to say, you like how I look, you probably don't because I look ridiculous. But if you like what you see and you want more, do me a favor. Like the video, subscribe, help me get to 30,000 subscribers. Click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out, and just let me know how you feel. While we're at it, help expand the brand by doing the following. Liking me on Facebook, following me on Twitter at VX1, Alex's World. Donate using PayPal, Patreon, Super Chat. Don't forget to email me again at just alexsworld@gmail.com. Give me a follow on Instagram while you're at it, but most importantly, don't forget to buy yourself a t-shirt at Pro Wrestling Tees. The link to all of this stuff is down below in the description. We got the old school Deluxe Man t-shirt for all you throwback fans, and the new t-shirts designed by J Knox and Ashton from Twit. Wow. Couple more plugs. So the first plug goes to my girl Alicia too. You saw her open the video. I did do an interview with her about a few weeks back. If you would be interested to check it out, check it out. It was quite the interview. I heard a few fans went up to her. Someone showed me a video of it on my Facebook page for the guy's name. I think it was Richard. Was it Richard Atkinson or something like that? Someone named Richard. He basically went up to her and said, I saw your interview with Alyx and we loved it. So we're creating new fans. If you do that with her, she will love it. It really makes the wrestlers feel important when my fan base goes up to them and say, we loved your interview with this guy. So check her out. Also, let's go ahead and get into... Actually, no. One more person to plug. I already plugged her at the beginning of the video, but it's worth plugging again. Thunder Rosa recently did an interview with her. Definitely worth your time. Check her out as well. The current NWA Women's Champ, the former Corbin Moon MMA star. Definitely an interview you cannot miss. So, we're going to start things off, ladies and gentlemen, with this leaked WrestleMania 36 card. So you're wondering, again? Yes, again. Isn't this like the second or third time they tried to leak WrestleMania 36 to us? Look, I don't know who keeps making these. I don't know where they come from. My sources, that being Sean Ross Sapp from Fightful.com, who I believe is the most noteworthy source because he's the closest to WWE. I do also have connections with Aaron Ripped from NoDQ.com, SES Scoops, and PW Mania, and certain others that give me a follow. But my top source is Sean Ross Sapp. Every time this stuff comes out, I go straight to him. And he tells me, don't believe it, or who knows. And if it's a who knows, more than likely it's a yes, because he will tell me if it's not true. So far, he hasn't responded back to it, but listen, it's definitely worth checking out. So let's see what this so-called leaked card has on here. Let's start things off with the first match. The first match I see, let me make it a little bit bigger because I'm blind. Let's see, The Fiend versus Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. I think we all know that one was coming. You don't need someone with a magic ball to tell you that match was happening. I told you that match was happening. I told you that match was happening last year. So of course it's happening this year. The only thing I said last year was, if Roman is going to fight The Fiend, don't have him win the Rumble. And he didn't. He won the Chamber match. So it's happening. Listen, anything to get Roman out of that feud with Baron Corbin. Sure. Put him back in the main event for the title. Lesnar versus McIntyre. Of course, McIntyre won the Royal Rumble. Are you shocked? I hope not. Now this one makes me upset. This one is depressing. John Cena versus Elias. Ew. Seriously, that's the best you can do? That's the best you got with John Cena? I don't believe it. See, this is one of those matches where I go, there's no way in hell that's what they're bringing him back for. There's no way in hell. There isn't. If they actually bring Cena in to have a, for lack of a better term, a Fandango match. Chris Jericho was brought in to work with Fandango, and it did nothing for anybody. What, you're going to have Cena put over Elias? That's stupid. Especially since Cena is going to be a face. Elias is currently a face. Why would you do that match? It's not going to help anybody. If Cena has a match at WrestleMania, it won't be against Elias. So instantly, I don't take this seriously. This is not going to happen. I guarantee you, Cena's not fighting Elias. Now, who Cena fights, I have no idea. I would have loved to see him be in a ring with Samoa Joe, but unfortunately, Samoa Joe got injured. I think someone asked me about Samoa Joe. We'll get to him in just a second. But regardless, there are so many other opponents. Velveteen Dream comes to mind. How awesome would that be? Especially if Velveteen Dream, let's just hypothetically speak on this. If Velveteen Dream won the NXT World Title, the NXT Championship, the night before at Tampa Bay, and then went on to fight John Cena at WrestleMania and beat him, let's go! That's how you make a star. That would be pretty cool. But I don't know. I don't think this is the right match to do. Cena versus Elias? No. Owens versus Rollins. Kind of lame, but plausible. I can see that being the case. They've been pretty consistent with this feud for a while. I hope it does focus in a little bit, getting closer to WrestleMania, because right now I'm getting really sick of seeing the Viking Raiders take on the Cult or Rollins' disciples. I don't know what the hell you call them. I don't think they know what to call them. But if the ultimate goal is Owens versus Rollins, sure. But let's focus in, because right now it's kind of lame. Edge versus Randy Orton, no holds barred match. Yeah, plausible. No holds barred for sure, I think is definitely going to be the stipulation. You can't have this be a regular match. There's no way in hell. That one I'll give him. That one I'll give. Here we go. Undertaker versus AJ Styles. So, there are two rumors going around for Taker. The first one is, of course, this match. I did hear about Styles versus Taker, which, by the way, I'm all for. Let's go. I want to see AJ oversell, bump his ass off for Taker, and give him a good match. The other match is Sting versus Taker. Personally, let's just get Sting and Taker out the way. Let's get it out the way. We can do AJ and Taker later. For real. You can do that at SummerSlam. More than likely, if I was to choose a match to really happen, if they can do Sting and Taker, they'll do Sting and Taker. If they can't do Sting and Taker, if they haven't cleared Sting to be cleared to wrestle yet, cleared Sting to be cleared. If they haven't cleared Sting to wrestle yet, alright, then do AJ and Taker. That's the safe match. Why not? Now, I do get a little worried knowing that AJ is in his 40s and Taker is pushing 60s. Might not be the match we would hope it would be. Now, 10 years ago, oh, absolutely, give it to me. This match 10 years ago, stop my beating heart. Let's go. Take my money. For real. Now, it'll still be good. It won't be a classic, but it'll still be good. Braun Strowman versus Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan for the IC Championship? Ew! What happened to Nakamura versus Daniel Bryan? Ew, yuck, no, sir. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. They better do Nakamura and Bryan at WrestleMania. That was a gimme. Why would you do Braun Strowman, Sheamus, and Bryan? Ew. Can we just do Strowman and Sheamus? And then do Bryan and Nakamura? Why would you put Bryan in this match? That is horrible. Yo, that's just not a good idea. Again, like Elias and Cena, I look at a match like that and go, this is not a real card. Someone just threw that together. The rest of this, plausible. Becky Lynch versus Shayna Baszler. You know that's going to happen. Bayley versus Naomi is not going to happen. That's going to happen at Saudi Arabia. Why would they do that match again at WrestleMania? Naomi will probably be in the chamber match. Apparently there's going to be 3 chamber matches this year. That's too many. That's too many chamber matches. Really, it really is too many chamber matches. You got the SmackDown Women's Chamber, you got the Raw Women's Chamber, and then you got the Men's Chamber. That's too many. You don't need 3 chamber matches. But regardless, I see Naomi entering that chamber match for SmackDown and then falling to Sasha Banks, who I think will go on to fight Bayley at WrestleMania. Let's see here. Miz and Morrison versus The New Day versus Corbin and Rude versus The Revival. Ew! This card is, like, you got some of the good matches in there. Edge and Randy Orton. Of course, the main events, they're fine. Taker and Styles, absolutely. But then past those 4 matches, the rest of this is shit. It's shit. Look at this. Oh, sorry. Charlotte and Rhea, yeah, okay, good. Becky and Shayna, good. Okay, so what is that? Main events, the 2 women's matches, and then 5. Okay, my bad. 5 matches. Other than those 5 matches, the rest of this is garbage. Kabuki Warriors versus Phoenix and Natalya. That will probably be a pre-show match, but I'm not mad at that. Angel Garza versus Mysterio versus Humberto Carrillo versus Andrade Cien Almas. And a United States Championship ladder match or just a match? Okay. Yeah, the rest of this, no. And what? Look at this. Look what's on the pre-show. Otis versus Ziggler with Mandy Rose as the referee. Why would you put that on the pre-show? Guys, I can't. This is not a card you should take seriously. Don't take this seriously. This is a horrible card to do for WrestleMania 36. It's a horrible card, and they know it's a horrible card. So I can guarantee you right now, this is a fake card. This is fake. I'm hoping it's fake. It better be fake. Because I will lose it if Cena ends up fighting Elias. I will lose it if they end up doing this horribly booked IC title match with Strowman, Sheamus, and Bryan. Don't do that. That tag match is horrible. With Miz, New Day, Corbin, and Revival. Ill. No. So, you can give me your thoughts about this. I just think it's not something to take seriously. Alright, let's move on. It was announced that the Bella Twins were confirmed tonight on SmackDown as inductees into the Hall of Fame. I want someone to do me a favor. If you're able to, I want you to cut this portion of my podcast out. And I want you to post it on social media, somehow, some way. Or send it to me over email, whatever way you can do. Because I got a lot to say about this. And I realize no matter what I say, people are going to hate me. So I have conceded to the fact that this is just too polarizing to not come out unscathed. But you watch my channel to get my thoughts. Here are my thoughts on the Bella Twins going into the Hall of Fame. Who cares? Who cares? Let them go in. Let them go in. it astounds me. It's astonishing to me that people on social media are going out of their way to say, oh my God, the Hall of Fame is a joke now. Oh my God, the Bella Twins have killed the credibility of the Hall of Fame. They haven't done anything. And I can't believe I am in this position. I never thought I would have to defend the Bella Twins. I hate y'all for doing this to me. So let me just start off by saying this. I was never a fan of Brie and Nikki. Never will be. That's just who I am. I've never really thought they were all that special. You will never see me call them legends, because they're not. They're not wrestling legends. I don't care what you have to say. They will never, ever be known as wrestling legends. And if you call them legends, I don't care if you're a wrestler. I don't care if you're a longtime fan. If you're Vince McMahon. If I hear you call the Bella Twins legends of wrestling, I will erase your existence. Whether that's blocking you on Twitter, whether that's muting you on Facebook, or whatever the hell. You will cease to exist to me, and your opinion will no longer matter. Okay? Because if you say the Bella Twins are in the Hall of Fame, and therefore legends, that means Drew Carey is a legend in wrestling. That means Donald Trump is a legend in wrestling. That means all these other people that got the Warriors Award are legends in wrestling. It don't work that way. It ain't working that way. Alright? They are not legends in wrestling. With that said, I think it's funny that people are now coming to this conclusion that the Hall of Fame is a joke. People, I love you. This is a safe space for wrestling fans, but this is the same Hall of Fame that has Coco Beware in it. What the hell has Coco Beware done in WWE history? Don't worry, I'll wait. Nothing. He was popular. For a short period of time, he was popular. Don't remember him winning a championship, beating anybody important. He was a glorified jobber. But he's in the Hall of Fame. Why? Because Vince likes him. Vince liked Coco Beware. That's it. So, even now, that is the low bar. The moment he went into the Hall of Fame, the moment Drew Carey went into the Hall of Fame, it stopped being legitimate. And how can a Hall of Fame ever really be legitimate when it doesn't have The Undertaker, The Rock? It has... Listen, John Cena has done more than enough to be in the Hall of Fame. Christian's not in the Hall of Fame. I can go forever on people who should be in the Hall of Fame that are not. Rob Van Dam should be in the Hall of Fame. Hell, we talk about AJ Styles and Bryan Danielson and, many others that should be in there. Like, it's incredible to me that the Bella Twins are going into the Hall of Fame before The Rock, before The Undertaker, before Christian, before all these other people who have done so much more for the business than they did. That's not their fault, though. They didn't ask to be in the Hall of Fame. WWE put them in the Hall of Fame. And why did they put them in the Hall of Fame? Why did they put Coco Beware in there? Why was Tori Wilson in the Hall of Fame? Now, I'll defend Tori a bit because she did get the highest rated segments out of anyone during her run on SmackDown. Those bikini contest segments where she was making out with Sable, they basically beat everyone else in terms of ratings on the shows. So I'll defend Tori Wilson going into the Hall of Fame. But regardless of that, she hasn't won a championship. She hasn't had a memorable feud except the one with Dawn Marie where she had a lesbian angle or she forced her to make out with her. Other than that, Hall of Fame worthy. But she's in the Hall of Fame. Why? Because she was popular. So now we go back to the Bella Twins. I'll be real with you. They haven't really done much, but I will say that, what was it called? Total Divas. That reality TV show, it made them popular. They are celebrities. If they walk into a room with Brad Pitt, with, I don't know, name a celebrity that you know, Penelope Cruz, they will fit in. They fit in naturally with Hollywood. They are celebrities. Now, why they're celebrities? I don't know. One dated John Cena. I think that might have done it. But it doesn't matter. They're celebrities. That's why they're in the Hall of Fame. Because they're popular. Wake up, people. It's a popularity contest. It was never about legitimacy. It was never about the legacy. It was never truly a Hall of Fame for wrestling. The WWE Hall of Fame has never and will never be, unfortunately, until Vince McMahon leaves, a Hall of Fame based off of legacy, legitimacy, and what you've done for the business. And quite frankly, until they actually have a legit, realistic, physical Hall of Fame that we can actually go to, that we can tour, a Hall of Fame museum, if you will, there is no Hall of Fame. So everyone's saying, oh, it's a joke. It's been a joke. It was a joke then. It's a joke now. So everyone losing their minds over the Bella twins. They shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. Why not? Why not? Coco Beware's in there. Why can't they be in there? How's about we wake up and realize the truth? The Hall of Fame is a joke. It's been a joke. It will always be a joke. I'm sorry. It's a joke. And I'm sorry to all the wrestling legends who got their rings, but to me, Booker T, Hulk Hogan, Steve Austin, Undertaker, Rock, Bret Hart, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair, Cena, Edge, Rey Mysterio, Kurt Angle, Randy Orton even though I feel like it might be a bit too early for him. Regardless, Randy Orton, Jake the Snake Roberts, Dusty Rhodes. I can be here all day. All these legends, all these names that have done things, that have legitimized the sport of wrestling, that have brought eyes to the product, that have made people look at wrestling and say, you know what, that's cool. Those are the real legends. When I look at the Bella Twins, I don't see that. I see two women who were given a show by WWE and found fame through luck. That's it. In about, I'd give it 5 years. Hell, it might be shorter than that, but I give it 5 years. No one's going to care about the Bella Twins. In a good 5 years, no one will remember these women. Unless they keep coming back in wrestling, which they won't. No one will remember the Bella Twins in a good 5 years. So put them in now. Why not? This is it. This is it. When it's all said and done, when they're in their 50s, 60s, and no one's talking about them, the Hall of Fame will be the only thing they're known for. So I say let them have it. Let them have it. Why not? Okay, get off of their asses. Get out of their asses. Leave them alone. Don't troll them on social media. Don't give them a hard time. Again, you're making me defend the Bella Twins. I hate y'all for making me defend people I don't even like. But just this notion that, okay, they're in the Hall of Fame, we gotta treat them like shit. No, guys, no, we gotta be above that. It's not fair. It's not fair to the Bella Twins for them to be mistreated. And I hate to say it, but I feel like they're gonna be booed at the Hall of Fame ceremony. Because the fans who are going will take it seriously. And if you take the Hall of Fame seriously, then they shouldn't be in it. So they're going to get booed. Unfortunately. Especially in Tampa Bay. Oh, they're going to boo them. But it is what it is. I mean, I guess this is me saying congratulations to the Bella Twins for getting inducted into a Hall of Fame that no one takes seriously. Or people shouldn't take seriously. I don't care. I don't care. I don't. So, give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts about this Hall of Fame. I wonder what you guys have to say. I'm pretty sure a lot of you have lost your minds about all of this. Alright, so with that said, let's move on. Let's move on to the actual Q&A. So we're going to start off with Facebook. So again, how this works, if you have a question for me, you go to my Facebook page, post it on my Facebook. You can send it to me on Twitter using the hashtag JustAskAlex. Or you can email me at justalexsworld. So let's do Facebook first. Because I'm pretty sure the most recent questions, the most recent topical questions are on my Facebook. Like, instantly. I already see tons of people asking me about Goldberg versus The Fiend if I'll watch Super Saudi Show. It's the Super Saudi Show. Super Showdown. They should call that Super Saudi Show. Let me just talk about that now. So, everyone who asked me about Goldberg versus The Fiend, your name is included in here. So, no, I will not be watching Super Showdown. I have no interest in any of the Saudi Arabia shows. WWE, make your blood money. Make your blood money. I don't respect you for making blood money, but what do you care about my respect, right? So, they're going to do what they want to do. Goldberg versus The Fiend will not be what people are thinking it will be. I'm hearing Dave Meltzer, of all people, come out and say, you know what I mean, sorry, that was mean. Well, he's basically saying that Goldberg could beat The Fiend, to which I said, I'm sorry, what? What? Are you serious? Is he serious right now? I hope he's not serious. What? Goldberg beating The Fiend? I heard that. He's like, it's a strong possibility. Bitch, when? Bitch, how? Like, you know it's not gonna happen. You know the Goldberg, modern day WWE is not the Goldberg from WCW. You know Goldberg has never, ever, ever, ever been treated on the same level as Goldberg in WCW. Except for that one period where he beat Brock Lesnar in 1999. I don't know. He beat Brock Lesnar in like barely over a minute. 90 seconds. So, that was like the only time I felt, okay, that's old school Goldberg. And then he lost to Brock Lesnar in 4 minutes at WrestleMania, so I'm sorry. This whole idea that Goldberg is going to beat The Fiend and then go on to fight Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, why would you do that to Roman Reigns? Why would you do that to Goldberg? You're setting Goldberg up to be booed again. It's a repeat of Lesnar and Goldberg from WrestleMania 20 if you do Goldberg and Roman Reigns. The crowd's going to shit on that match. At least with Roman and The Fiend, the crowd has choices. I can see that being a split. I can see that being a split. Some people might choose The Fiend. Others might choose Roman Reigns. Or they might all choose The Fiend. Because I don't see everyone choosing Roman Reigns. But that's just me. But I can see that match working. And that match should happen at WrestleMania, by the way. The Fiend versus Roman Reigns. I don't know what Dave is talking about. Quite frankly, I think he should know better. Why would you even consider making that a topic? So no, Goldberg is not going to beat The Fiend. Goldberg is just there to make The Fiend look stronger, as he should be. If you ask my prediction of the match, The Fiend wins. He'll take a spear, pop back up, and then beat Goldberg in like a minute. That's it. And then we move on to WrestleMania. Well, Chamber, but WrestleMania. That's it. There's no other reason, really, to do Goldberg at all at WrestleMania. He's just here to put The Fiend over, make his money, and go home. Like, if they actually are stupid enough to do Goldberg versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, then whatever happens to them is what they get. Because that is a horrible match to do. The Fiend versus Roman Reigns has history. There's a legit story behind it with Bray Wyatt trying to avenge his past. And then you got this whole backstory of everyone The Fiend beats, they change. So now you get to do this whole thing where when the Fiend beats Roman Reigns, he becomes a different person. Which, let me tell you something, that needs to happen. I kind of want the Fiend to beat Roman Reigns so we can change him into someone different. And then maybe down the line, if we do his character right, we can have him beat the Fiend, and I'd be okay with it. But right now, the right story to do is Roman gets the match against the Fiend at WrestleMania, loses, and then we continue the feud. That's just what I want to happen. Not Goldberg versus Roman Reigns. That's stupid. So that's my thoughts. No interest in really seeing it. The Fiend will beat Goldberg. I can watch that on YouTube. It'll be a short clip. I can promise you that. I think that's all I got to say about it. Really. They don't really have anything else going for Saudi Arabia next Thursday, do they? Oh well. Make your money. Alright, so let's go on to the rest of the questions. Matthew from Massachusetts. How well do you think a babyface Chris Jericho would work in AEW? Who knows? I think Jericho is more effective as a heel. I've always thought he was more effective as a heel. But he's always been a great face. Always. If you ask me, do I see Chris Jericho for a short period of time being effective as a face on AEW? Sure. Depends on how he's booked. But let me ask you this. How long do Chris Jericho's face runs last? You had that long face run in 2000 to about 2001, and then he turned heel at the end of 2001, right? Then you had that face turn in 2004, and then he turned heel in 2005, right? Okay. Then you had that mini face turn in 2007 when he returned, and then immediately turned heel in 2008. And then he came back as a face in 2012, and then immediately turned heel against CM Punk. And then everything else is blank. Like, he doesn't stay face for long. He's not meant to be a face. I mean, his feud with AJ Styles in 2016, turned heel. Jericho, to me, might be a great face, but not for long term. I think him as a heel is how he makes his money. Is how he draws the audience. Is how he creates TV ratings. But if you want to do a mini face run before he calls it, sure. Because his contract expires in about 3 years. And I don't really see him wrestling after that. So yeah, like if you want to have him do a face run before he retires, go for it. But that's just my thoughts. Sam P. Boone, who has asked me this question 10,000 times in the last 3 days. Email, Facebook, Twitter. I'm finally going to answer it for him. If Adam Cole, baby, were to have a match with Killer Kross and the Velveteen Dream, would Adam Cole win that match? Like, he's so determined to get my thoughts on Cole versus Killer Kross and Velveteen Dream. Now, I'm assuming he means one-on-one and not a triple threat match. Well, let me answer both questions. If it's a triple threat match, sure. And I'm assuming he means at Tampa Bay, right? Yeah, NXT Tampa. I don't see him fighting Killer Kross at Tampa. Velveteen Dream, that's a different story. But let me ask you a question. If it's a triple threat match, Cole wins. If it's a one-on-one match against Killer Kross, Cole wins. If it's a one-on-one match against Velveteen Dream, I think Cole loses. I don't see him losing to Killer Kross. Although, if you want to establish Killer Kross early, which I think they should be invested in him because I think he's awesome, I don't see WWE seeing him on that level yet, though. If you start him off this early in the championship picture, he will lose. If you take your time, you give him an initial match against some kind of a jobber, and he beats them, he destroys them, then do a NXT championship match at wherever city SummerSlam is in, we got something. He might win it then. But it's way too early for Killer Kross to be anywhere near the NXT championship. A title, period. Velveteen Dream, though. He's been here for a while. He's done way too much. He's proven he is beyond ready. So I say Velveteen Dream should be Adam Cole at TakeOver Tampa. And Velveteen Dream should hold that belt for a while and then maybe go on to WrestleMania to beat John Cena. Sounds great, right? They won't do it, but it sounds great. Alright, Johnny from Virginia. Did you watch the Ruthless Aggression documentary? The plan is to watch that this weekend. I've been very busy. I've been working. And let me just get this clear real quick. Some of you are asking, Deluxe Man, how can you work if you don't have a job? No, I'm currently not employed, but I still work. I still create music. I make my money my way. I'm self-employed. I work through other means, through other resources to get money. So that's how I make my money. I've been working. Money has been pretty low as of lately, but I've been doing what I can. Anyways, I haven't seen it yet. Once I'm able to settle down and get my money straight, yeah, I'll watch it. Might even do reviews on it. Would you like me to do a review on the series? Because I can. I don't mind it. Let's see here. In your opinion, do you think SmackDown has become the worst show for WWE once it moved to Fox? By default, yes, it is the worst show right now. Will it remain the worst show? Who knows? Maybe in a year, Bruce will get his act together and it will actually be good. I'm seeing some good things. I love the storyline with Otis and Ziggler. I love that. I love The Fiend. I like what they're doing with Bayley. I think they could do more with her, but I like it. I don't hate SmackDown, but in terms of NXT, AEW, and even Raw right now, it is the worst show going. It is. I don't really understand how they allow their moneymaker to be this bad. It's pretty bad. Sumter from Connecticut. He asked me, 6 superstars, tag teams count as one, the AEW should focus on this year, plus out of the 4 horsewomen, who would you send to AEW to rebrand themselves? So, 6 people that AEW should focus on. EC3, Revival, that counts as one, right? Cesaro, Matt Hardy. Thank you for subscribing, man. I appreciate that. Well, Matt and Jeff, so that counts as one, too. Whose contract is expiring this year? Can I go outside of WWE? I'll cheat and go outside WWE. Jordan Grace from Impact Wrestling. And I almost said Tessa. Not Tessa. I don't think. Right now, the scandal's too powerful. I don't think anybody wants her. You know what? Thunder Rosa. I think Thunder Rosa should definitely get a good look at. She's awesome. And if she goes to AEW for stuff, my stock goes up. But no, I think she'll be great for that roster. I think she'd be perfect for I was going to say AEW Thunder. Sure, AEW Thunder. No, WCW Thunder. Should be perfect for the women's roster in AEW. Who would I send from the 4 horsewomen? And I'm assuming you mean Becky, Bayley, Charlotte, and Sasha. Not the MMA 4 horsewomen. Sasha easily should go to AEW. Mercedes should go to AEW. Because that will be her name. Mercedes. Yeah, absolutely. That's the one I would send. No one else. She could carry that division by herself. Daniel. Not Danielle, but Daniel from California. I know a lot of fans are upset we might not get Bayley versus Sasha at WrestleMania 36. But SummerSlam is in Boston, and one day after the 5-year anniversary of their Brooklyn match. How would you feel if Naomi won the title at WrestleMania, Sasha wins Money in the Bank, Sasha beats Naomi, and then they fight Sasha and Bayley at SummerSlam? I wouldn't be mad at that. I think the better match to do is Sasha versus Bayley at WrestleMania. But if you are determined to give Naomi her WrestleMania moment, by the way, I am all for that. I love Naomi. I think she is one of the most underrated performers in all of WWE. All of WWE. Fight me on it if you don't believe me. Easily one of the most underappreciated workers they have. So if she gets her WrestleMania moment, all power to you. More WrestleMania moments for Naomi, who I think, when it's all said and done, should go into the Hall of Fame. Seriously. Again, you see how stupid that is? You see how ridiculous the Hall of Fame is when you think about it from that standpoint? Naomi should easily go into the Hall of Fame. So should Ronda Rousey. So should Charlotte. Charlotte, definitely. Becky, definitely. Bayley, Sasha, definitely. That's one thing you can take from the Bella Twins going into the Hall of Fame. All the women can go into the Hall of Fame. Now, to answer your question, I don't mind them doing it at SummerSlam if there's a story to it. If that's the story for real, I will definitely pay to see that. I would pay to see that. But that's just my thoughts on that, man. Thank you for the question. I appreciate that. James Ramsey. James Self-Standard. From South Carolina. I can't resist because I haven't got a legit answer yet. I knew one of y'all was going to actually ask this question. How much fish could Bobby Fish fry if Bobby Fish could fry fish? I wouldn't know because I'm allergic to fish. Leave me alone. I really am allergic to fish, so I would probably be dead the moment he cooked it. Like, for me, I don't know when it happened, but there was a point in time where if I was around fish, I would get bloated. If I inhaled the fumes of fish, like I would start sneezing, my eyes would get watery. It's bad. I am allergic to fish. Poor me, right? Chance Holland from Florence, South Carolina. I just recently watched NXT TakeOver Fatal 4-Way. And in my opinion, that Fatal 4-Way is the best Fatal 4-Way match I've ever seen in WWE history. Do you think the match is the best Fatal 4-Way ever? Now that I think about it, it is in the top 10. I'll give you that. Top 10 in WWE history? Oh, absolutely. Ever? I don't know. That one's hard. I don't know. I don't know if I can say ever. I would really have to go back and watch some of WWE past content to come to that conclusion. I feel like we've had better Fatal 4-Ways. Like, one of my favorite Fatal 4-Ways, the first one that comes to mind is Armageddon 2004, Taker, Eddie, JBL, Booker T. What's another one? I feel like there have been, I'm sorry, I feel like there have been much better Fatal 4-Ways. I would have to go back and think about it. But yeah, top 10, absolutely. That's the one with Sami Zayn, Neville, I was going to say Pac, but Neville, Tyler Breeze, and my boy Tyson Kidd. Oh yeah, top 4, top 5, maybe even top 3. That match was amazing. Name your top 5 NXT takeovers. I hate you. That's my answer to that. Don't ask me questions like that. That's hard. Number 1 is New Orleans. Number 2 might actually be TakeOver Portland. That was an amazing show because of recency bias. NXT TakeOver New York would probably be in my top 5. War Games. Well, shoot, which War Games? All of them were good. Shoot. This is why I hate this question. It's too much. NXT Brooklyn from 2018 was just as awesome as well. I don't know, guys. It's too many takeovers to decide. So just to answer your question, let's just go with New Orleans and then the last 4. Is it 5 or 6? 5. The last 4. There you go. That's my answer. That's my answer. I'm sorry. Graham from Sheffield, England. What is your favorite move type? Oh, wait. I skipped one. Oh, I'm sorry, Chance. We'll get to Graham in just a second. Have I seen the Sonic the Hedgehog movie? I will see it this weekend. And yes, there will be a review on it. Now, Graham. What is your favorite move type? Not finisher, but move type. Such as the suplex, the spinebuster, the power bomb, the clothesline, the flapjack, the hot shot. What is your favorite one? I never thought about this. Hurricane Rana. Hurricane Rana is my favorite. Yeah. Actually, no. I lied. Shooting star press. Whatever version of the shooting star press you can do, I love. That's my favorite. If you can do a shooting star press, you the man. Or the woman. Has there ever been a woman who can do a shooting star press? I'm positive a woman can do a shooting star press. I just can't think of one. I think Bianca Belair can do a shooting star press. She should try it. Alright, number 2. A personal question. I finished Kingdom Hearts 3 and my favorite character is Aqua. She is beautiful, powerful, and sweethearted. Who is your favorite Kingdom Hearts character of all time? I mean, the easiest answer would be Sora, but I don't think you want me to give you that answer. Let me actually think about that. My favorite Kingdom Hearts character. It's Sora. It is Sora. I mean, love Mickey. Man, I was obsessed with Mickey when that game first came out, because we only saw him for like 5 seconds at the end, because I'm like, oh my god, Mickey's in the game. And then Kingdom Hearts 2 came out, and I was like, oh my god, he's like Yoda. No, for real. They basically turned Mickey into the Disney version of Yoda, which I think is freaking awesome. And you would think he would be my favorite, right? They kind of nerfed him in Kingdom Hearts 3. Although I haven't played the updated version yet. Apparently there's a extended version, the Kingdom Hearts Remind, which actually does give him credit because you get to play as him and stuff like that. Okay, well, when I play that, I might change my mind. It might go back to being Mickey. But as of right now, it's Sora. Because, dude, he is the Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's the Luke Skywalker. He is the Goku. He is the he's the Ash Ketchum. He is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Yugi. He is the main focus of the story. But he's one of those main focuses where you go, yeah, you should be the main focus. You ever just watch that series, that show, whatever, cartoon or play a video game where the main character sucks and you love everyone else besides the main character? Right? You know, when I think about Dante from Devil May Cry, I love Dante. I think he's great. Sonic the Hedgehog. Love Sonic. You know, you got those characters to where if no one else existed and we just had them, it would be great, right? But then you have those other games like, if I can just give an example here. Let me see. Let's see here. I'm trying to think, like, what Final Fantasy game had a main character I didn't like all that much? Oh, Final Fantasy 13. Like, Final Fantasy 13, do I even still have that game? I should. Yes, I do. There we go. Well, this is Final Fantasy X2. Actually, this is a good example. So, she's alright. Lightning is the main character of this game. I didn't really like Lightning all that much. I think she's okay. But it was the same bland, oh, I used to be a sweetheart, I used to love people, and then someone broke my heart, so now I hate everybody. I'm just like, oh my god. I actually thought Noelle and Sarah, right? Is it Noelle or is it Noel? Is it Noel? Okay, well, Sarah and Noel, I thought they were better main characters. Hell, I thought there were a lot of other people who worked with Lightning in the first game that were better than Lightning. And she was the main character, and I was just like, no. No. You're You're bland. No. With Sora, I feel like Sora makes all the other characters better. Like Riku, I love Riku, but I love Riku even more when he's with Sora. Kairi is the typical damsel in distress. Again, I haven't played the actual updated game, because in Kingdom Hearts 2, they talked about Kairi becoming a Keyblade Master, and I was like, let's go! Kairi can fight? I want to see that. But, Kairi by herself, she's okay. But when she's with Sora, she's awesome. Aqua is amazing. Ventus is amazing. Terra is amazing. By themselves, they're good, but with Sora, they're all great. A great main character is someone that elevates everyone around them. And that's what Sora does. So, yeah, Sora's my favorite character. Just to answer your question. Let's see. Sam Peeble asked me the same question again. Sam, I answered your question once, dude. You don't have to ask it 10,000 times. I got you. Just ask it once. I told you about that, by the way. And I'm putting you on blast here live because I need you to realize I read what you're sending me. You don't have to keep spamming my emails and my Facebook and all that just to get you noticed. I appreciate you for donating and helping out the channel, but ease up on the spamming. Okay? Thanks, man. Adam Ritter gave me 2 questions. How long will WWE keep Gargano heel? Is he heel? He's heel. I'm sorry. It's probably a short-term heel turn like they did before. It had to happen. And I'm going to do a video sometime next week explaining why Gargano and Ciampa is one of the best feuds in WWE history. We'll talk about that later, but it's a short-term heel turn. What title changes are likely to happen at WrestleMania? For me, McIntyre has beaten Lesnar. Roman is not beating The Fiend. Bayley will most likely lose the championship to whoever she fights, whether it's Naomi or Sasha Banks. I'm cool with either match, by the way. Rhea's retaining her title. Becky will lose the title to Shayna. That's going to happen. I think that's it. Those are all the title changes to expect. Let's see. Daniel Harrison this time, from Southeast Ohio. If you were a wrestler, what would your finisher be? I love this question. My finisher would be... It changes every time, too. I'm not someone who can lift people. So I can't do a pile driver or a suplex. I am a high flyer. It would be something off the top rope. It would be a shooting star press. I can't do a shooting star press to save my life, but it would be a shooting star press. Alright, Isaiah Webb. With his brother being free from his contract in March, and most likely signing with AEW, do you think Jeff Hardy will either re-sign or exit the company? Oh, he's done. He's going with Matt. You already know the Hardy Boys are going to AEW. Period. If they let him out. That one was easy. Thank you, Isaiah. Is that your only question? Yeah. Thanks for that. Al from Brooklyn. Thoughts on the new Harley Quinn movie or the new Sonic the Hedgehog movie? I haven't seen either one of them. I'll see Sonic this weekend and we'll talk. Do you read comics? Not as much as I used to. I used to be a hardcore comic book fan. We used to have a comic book section in the library of my high school. I used to go there all the goddamn time just to get away from people because people got on my goddamn nerves. But I would always go in there to, read a couple of books, read some comics, and then get the hell out of there. Can you believe that this year will be 15 years since Eddie Guerrero passed away? Holy crap. 15 years? Oh, man. Rest in peace, Eddie. I might have to do a tribute to Eddie on my channel. Speaking of Eddie, thoughts on WWE apparently blackballing Vicky Guerrero because she did stuff in AEW. Petty. That's it. They're just petty, childish people. And that's why people don't want to work for them. Trayvon Truce. Trayvon Truce? Whatever. Trayvon from Chicago. What are your favorite TV shows currently and of all time? I'll give you my top 5 of all time. Power Rangers. Don't care. We'll fight all day. I will fight you all day. WWE. I will fight you all day. Breaking Bad. The Last Airbender. Avatar. I'll just say Avatar because that includes Legend of Korra too. Number 5 would have to be... This is where it gets hard. What show impacted me? Dragon Ball Z. Top 5. Now, there's more on that list, just so you know. If you were to ask me top 100, then I would say Looney Tunes, then I would say Tom and Jerry, then I would say Powerpuff Girls, Ed, Edd n Eddy, Dexter's Laboratory. I'd be here all day. I'd be here all day. You wouldn't be able to shut me up. You wouldn't. But I give you my top 5. Now, currently, I don't watch TV, well, except for WWE and AEW. So, and NXT is included with WWE. So, if you're talking about, like, currently on TV, I mean, WWE, AEW, I do watch The View here and there. That's Whoopi Goldberg and all those other women. But that's not necessarily a favorite. Stephen Colbert I'll watch on YouTube. Although I'll watch him on TV. That's not really a favorite either. Can I give you my top Netflix shows? Or, like, who watches TV anymore except for Raw and WWE SmackDown? Okay, well, let's keep it to that. Let's keep it to that. Let's keep it to my top favorite of all time. Because I don't watch TV all that much anymore. Favorite sports scenes. This is from Joseph Perdier. Perdier. Well, Joseph Perdier. Every team that's associated with Houston. Yes, even the Astros. And before all y'all come at me talking about, they cheated. Pause. You mean to tell me the Astros are the only team in the existence of baseball that has used sign stealing to tell if the teams were doing certain kind of, fastball, curveball, roundabout ball, fadeaway ball, fadeaway ball. They were using the sign stealings to find out what moves or plays they were going to do. You mean to tell me the Astros were the only team to do that? You're full of shit if you believe that. I guarantee you the Yankees do it. I guarantee you the Boston Celtics. Sorry. Boston does it. So many other teams do it. The only reason why you're giving the Astros shit is because they recently won the title. The World Championship. The World Series. So don't sit here and tell me that, they cheated. You know what? I'm not saying that they should have cheated. But I'm not going to let them come under fire about all this BS about, they're cheaters. I'm like, shut up. I guarantee you your team cheats as well. I guarantee you the Astros are not the only team in the MLB that uses sign stealing. Guarantee you. Guarantee you. Everybody say it's still cheap. Okay. So here's what I'm going to say. Did the Astros cheat? Did the Astros use sign stealing? Okay. Yeah, they cheated. Now find me a team that didn't cheat. I'll wait. Please. Anyways, let's get on to how many more questions? I got one more, right? One more. And then we'll go on to Twitter. Charles, if AEW moved to Monday night, oh Lord, I heard about this. If AEW was to move to Monday night and compete with Raw, do you think they'll be successful? Right now, no. They will get destroyed. Not because I don't think AEW will have a better show. It's just right now, Raw is 3 hours. So no matter how you look at it, they're going to get more viewers. Because overall is what the show will be calculated on. AEW might suffer. They might take away Raw's viewers for a little while. And they might actually do better numbers on Monday than Wednesday. But No, they will get destroyed. They're not ready yet. In about 3 or 5 years, ask me that question. 3 to 5 years when their TNT deal expires or they renew it and move to Mondays. Now we're talking. Now ask me, and I might by then say, let's give it a shot. But right now, no, absolutely not. They would get destroyed. It's a horrible idea, and I hope they don't do it. Like, I do think they should get away from Wednesdays. Honestly, God, they should move away from Wednesdays. But I don't really see them going to Mondays because I don't think that's a good idea. And I think they know it's not a good idea. Guys, again, by the way, thank you so much. Thank you so much for tweeting and retweeting the Thunder Rosa interview. That's really been a big help to me. Even if you haven't seen it yet, for real, like, go out of your way. Go out of your way to check it out and watch it. I think it would definitely be worth your time to check out. But even if you haven't seen it yet, I appreciate you for at least sharing it and showing it some love. Alright, let's see here. Let's go to Twitter. Let's do hashtag Just Ask Alyx on Twitter. And then we'll go to my email for the final question. So I gotta find it first. Where y'all at? Where's, hold on. I'm slipping. That's, okay, then AEW. I can't find my own post, y'all. There I am. Just Alyx. Just found it. Alright. First one comes from BW Rosa. Brian from Newman, California. Bit of a MMA fan. What are your thoughts on the whole Funimation situation where it comes to the interspecies reviewers, anime being removed by them, and Tokyo MX in Tokyo, Japan? I have no idea what that is. Might do some research. Is that an anime I should know about? Because I don't. Sorry, I don't know about that anime. Not saying you knowing about it is dumb. I just go, I don't know about that anime, but thanks for bringing it up. I'll do some research. Jimmy Keister? Nister? Jimmy. I'm gonna call you Jimmy. Do you think Dr. Britt Baker is a better role model than Bayley? That's a good question. Yes. I think Britt Baker carries the gimmick better than Bayley does, because Bayley just comes across as that emo kid. I'm a role model! And Britt Baker actually carries herself like a role model, so yeah, Britt Baker. Tino, what do you think WWE and AEW should do moving forward as a company to both become amazing shows? AEW should continue doing exactly what it's doing. WWE needs to stop getting in the way of themselves. Stop trying to play into the agenda of this audience of one mentality and just start giving the fans what the fuck they want. Yes, we're flaky. Yes, we complain, blah, 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 blah. We're paying you money. Shut up and give us what we want. Otherwise, we're just going to stop paying you money and stop showing up. That's why you can't sell out arenas anymore. Because you're not appealing to the masses. You're appealing to an audience of one. Martin Braun, if you were in charge of fantasy booking AEW and NXT, which wrestlers would you trade? Oh my goodness. Why did you ask me that? I hate you for that. I'll just give you three. So I'm assuming NXT to AEW and AEW to NXT. Well, neither. None. I wouldn't trade a single soul. There you go. Yes, cheap answer, but guess what? It is an answer. Brian B, MTL. Ember Moon has an amazing, charming personality on Up, Up, Down, Down. I I'm gonna have to get you and Ember Moon in contact with each other, because you, boy, should WWE let her be herself more? Yeah. I don't understand why they wouldn't, because that's how she got over on the indie circuit, by her being herself. Anyways, Ember is one of those people where she's better as a heel than a face. We haven't seen her as a heel yet. I kind of wish we did in AEW. NXT, shoot, that might be someone I trade to AEW with the way things are going. If they don't book her strong, yeah, go to AEW. But when you see her go heel, you'll love her more. Trust me. It's going to happen. Love his question. Thank you, Little Toady. If you could pick a licensed theme, Jim Johnson style, for any of the top superstars in WWE, what would they be? If I can get a theme song from any of the WWE superstars and use it. Oh, man, so many. This is hard. I guess The Rock's. I love The Rock's theme. I love that guitar. I would use that. Let's see here. Top 5 men and women right now in wrestling. Ooh. Okay, top 5 men. Okay. Omega. Kota Ibushi. Crap. Cody Rhodes. Gargano. Ciampa. There. That's all. I probably missed a lot of people, but that's all I got. Women. God. Becky. Bailey. Sasha. Charlotte. I guess Tessa, since she's the world champ. Wrong. I'm pretty sure people are like, no! You want me to say the Bella Twins? Yeah. Maybe I should say the Bella Twins. Get off their asses. God damn. What do I think will make AEW get over the 1 million mark? And this is the last question for Twitter. Coming from Michael Law. Move to Tuesday nights. Simple as that. Move to Tuesday nights. And they will get over the 1 million mark. Alright. The last 2 questions come from email. Oh, I already answered that question. Last question comes from email. From Cameron DeRosti. Hey Alex, I just wanted to know what made you a wrestling fan. Like, what made you get into wrestling? What an appropriate question to ask me to close this out. So, the first match I ever watched was at WrestleMania 14, 1998. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Shawn Michaels. Mike Tyson as the referee. Special enforcer, but referee. That match blew my mind. My little 7-year-old mind could not comprehend what I was watching. The superstar presence of these two men. The way they just beamed off the screen. I instantly fell in love with Shawn Michaels. There was something about Shawn Michaels that just appealed to me. But, eventually became a fan of Stone Cold Steve Austin as the match went along. And I just never stopped watching. I was a fan ever since. Now, as I got into wrestling a bit more, my stepdad, introduced me to WCW, where, I was given the opportunity to know about the NWO. And then Goldberg, who I thought was Steve Austin. And then I realized, wait, they're different. Never mind. And it was crazy because although that was my first time as a wrestling fan watching wrestling, I've always known about Hulk Hogan. I've known about brother. I've always known about him because my family has always been involved in wrestling. My stepdad used to work for a wrestling show. So, he was the popcorn guy, concession stand guy. Still, it's always been a part of my family somehow, some way. So, I guess you could say wrestling is in my blood. Regardless, yeah, man, it's crazy when you think about that being over 20 years ago, and here I am, still talking about it with passion and making money off of it. I'm blessed to have built a fan base, have built a name recognition off of just talking about wrestling, off of making music, making mashups about wrestling. It's a blessing. And I love you guys for making me a part of your day because I like wrestling. Because back then, it was hard. There was a certain period around like 2008, 9 where it wasn't popular to be a wrestling fan anymore. So the internet was my only place to come to. And you guys made it easy for me to do it. And I appreciate it. So there you go. That's the last question here. Let's go to the live chat. I want to chat with you guys real quick. I want to say what's up to all the crazy folk here. What y'all doing in this live chat? Thank y'all for watching me and making me a part of your day. Let's see. Yondeku, Melvin Jackson, Sam3, TLB, LBT, TLB the Fly Guy, Matt J. Hendricks. What's going on, man? Let's say Jordan Williams, Pikachu Black, The Beat Jr., Elias Adami, of course, Trayvon Jameson. Let's see here. James H. Where y'all been? Some of y'all I haven't seen in a while. Good to have y'all back. Adam Ritter says I'm awesome. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Darth Vader, what is your favorite Shawn Michaels match? Don't do that to me. I guess it's him versus Taker at WrestleMania 25 because I was there live. So, but don't do that to me. That's not fair. Do I play Supercard? Nope, I don't play Supercard. Elias just said Brock will be on Raw Monday. I'm very confused why that's breaking news. Isn't he going to be at Super Showdown? So he kind of has to be there Monday. Alan says hi. What's up, Alan? The Trail. What is your... Oh, what's up? How was your day? How was my day? My day was interesting. It was interesting. Jordan Williams. It's pronounced New Orleans. New Orleans. I don't care what you call it. You know what I'm talking about. I'm going to say New Orleans. That's the proper New Orleans. New Orleans. Who cares? It's the same spot. Leave me alone. What do you think about the network is eventually moving to ESPN Plus? I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't know if WWE should be selling off the pay-per-view rights. Because I think the main reason why this network thing is working is because... Well, it's because the pay-per-views are for free and for $9.99. But now, if you give it to ESPN, then that means they can... Here's what happened. If you give it to ESPN Plus, then you'll have to pay the $9.99 or whatever monthly price they have to even get a chance to watch the pay-per-views. Because then they can sell it for like $25 or $50. They'll go back to selling it for $50, which is dumb. But see, back then, it was okay to do that because people were watching pay-per-views all the time. Here, if you give it to ESPN, then that gives them the right to charge you how much they wanted to charge you the right to watch these shows. I don't know if that's a good idea. But I don't think Vince cares because if they give him a certain amount of money, he'll do it. Do I plan on watching Revolution next Saturday? Absolutely. I'm going to do a preview of it this Wednesday. So bet your bottom dollar. Plus $70? A pay-per-view? Y'all are crazy. Y'all are out of your goddamn mind if you think I'm paying $70 for a WWE show. A pay-per-view? $70? That's a horrible idea. So if they care about their network, don't drop the pay-per-views. The moment you drop the pay-per-views, I unsubscribe. I ain't paying $9 a month, $10 a month for a network that doesn't even have NXT or the pay-per-views on it no more. And by the way, pay-per-views do include NXT TakeOver. So NXT TakeOver and WWE pay-per-views go to ESPN. The network will be completely useless. You will kill the network if you do that. Okay, so Prince Rockstar says it will be $50 again. I'm not paying $50 for a pay-per-view. I'm not. AEW, I'll do it because they only have 4 a year. But monthly for WWE, get your ass. You're crazy. Get your ass out of here with that. So if they do that, it's over. All right, well, guys, I'm gonna cut it off right here. Thank you for making me a part of your day. I enjoyed this Q&A. I enjoyed doing this. I should do this more often, actually. So we're going to cut it off here. End it now. If you want more content, go check out the Thunder Rosa interview. If you haven't done that yet, at the very least, go leave a comment. Go listen to a couple minutes of it. Leave a comment. And if you're on Twitter, share it. Retweet it. Show it some love. So I'm going to hide, because I'm pretty sure people are coming after my ass for defending the Bella Twins. But thank you guys for watching. I might just have to upload the Bella Twin portion myself, because I cannot believe y'all forced me to defend the Bella Twins going into the Hall of Fame. I can't believe you made me do that. I can't believe you made me do that. But you did. So, thank you for watching. I love you all. Thanks for making me a part of your day. This is Alyx, just Alyx signing off right here in Alyx's World. Catch you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.